What inspires change? What motivates us? It's what's inside that moves us. What moves you? Get the Scion story at Scion.com.
It was unusual to see this much police brass in one place for a news conference yesterday. Acting Chief Colonel Maurice Sayama, Acting CID Division Chief Lieutenant Ron Titano, and Bureau Chief Major Fred Chargaloff. The occasion, ostensibly, was a happy one, the announcement of the arrests of 2 suspected felons accused in recent serious crimes. But the conversation quickly turned to the seriousness of the recent rash of serious crimes on island and the need that the Guam Police Department has for help to fight it.
This is one of those times when we find the person based on good police work, but there are times that we hit dead ends, and unless the community comes out and says, hey, this is what I got, this is the guy or girl or whatever, we need that community to continue to give us information.
You need more support.
Yes.
While we're making strides in closing out and making apprehensions, it seems new players come into the picture and start escalating their level of violence.
Lieutenant Titano pointed out that criminals are not all stupid. They know GPD is short on patrol cars, short on officers. They see the weaknesses.
And unfortunately, it's a true fact at this point with the questions regarding our patrol cars, the questions concerning our manpower strength, is that they study us. They conduct counterintelligence against us and identify our weaknesses and the vulnerabilities on society and go out and do what they do.
So you need more men on the street, you need more patrol cars.
Definitely.
Absolutely. And support from the public.
Definitely.
Yes.
The senior brass all agreed that drug abuse lies at the root of many of these recent crimes, but Acting Chief Colonel Sayama also spoke about the complexity of the causes of crime.
Drugs is usually the root of all evil, as I like to call it, but it's really a more complex issue other than just saying it's drugs. It's not that. It's a makeup of the whole totality of the situation.
The crimes of late have not been committed by gangs, but by smaller groups of 1, 2, or 3 men, said Bureau Chief Major Fred Chargaloff.
With these particular rashes that have come up, these are not like, gangs or specific groups. These are all random acts. At least that's what we've been seeing, is that it's not like there's a whole group of guys.
Advice to avoid becoming a victim: better cash handling practices at the small mom and pop shops and game rooms that get robbed so often. And the public at large should always remain alert and on guard.
One of the things that we like to advocate for is good cash handling practices when it comes to businesses. And again, even those mom and pop stores, and unfortunately they just continue to have bad cash handling practices. So one of the things we'd like to put out to them as far as crime prevention is create better cash handling practices.
Don't set patterns. Don't take the same route. Maybe come out a little bit earlier or get out a little bit later so that it throws the perpetrators out there, because that's what they're looking for. Like Lieutenant Ron was mentioning, is they're looking for patterns. They want to see that we're creatures of habit, but we want to try and do this. So key thing is change your habits.
If victims or the citizens do not take those precautions seriously, they're just going to continue to be victims.
Kevin Carrick, PNC News.